It should be fine.
Okay. Actually, I think you do because there's another event next week, so you need to know what that is.
Okay.
Let me go find.
Don't worry too much about it now. It's fine.
No, I think Ambrose already created it.
Oh, has he? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hello.
The audio's coming up.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Thanks for the heads up.
I hope you didn't say anything.
Hilarious. Can I pinch your mic? Yeah, and I'll do the setup. And I'll give it back to you. Oh, okay. Right, I'll let you find it then. Okay, that's funny. To share what?
Share a specific window.
You don't need
When I'm
to.
sharing screen, just share a specific window.
You're not sharing anything. It's just going to be up on the screen.
I know, but I need to open my chat.
Oh.
People here. Why?
All right. Yeah. Just disconnect. That's all.
It's ingrained.
Lovely. Yeah, well, you might as well put it up to the top one. Cool. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Google Developer Group Milton Keynes presentation today. We have with us, well, before I even go into that, just to let you know about the health and safety bits and pieces, if you see a fire, there's these little green signs there, just follow them and just head straight out, all right? The toilets and the loos are just around the corner as well, so please feel free to use them if you need to. Today we have the wonderful Fiazi Baksh, who is basically the digital solutions and cloud architect for Reyes Group, and she's going to be talking to you today all about Google Cloud AI applications. And oh, that's wrong. It says Unity Place. It should be here. We also have next week coming up as well on Tuesday, the 18th of June, Patty O'Callaghan, who is the tech lead at. Actually, I think she's been promoted now, so she's no longer that. She's the director of something or the other at Charles River Laboratories. And again, that presentation is going to be done here too. She will tell you a little bit more about interacting with documents using Gemini Pro. Thank you for your support, by the way. If you want to click here, you will find all of the pictures and stuff that we're going to post up today, so please feel free to use them on your socials. If it's not on the gram, it didn't happen, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Just to let you know, though, Google Developer Groups is basically a kind of volunteer organization where anyone can come on board and help organize these meetings and meetups. So please feel free to talk to any of us here, either Robin, Elliot, Sam, or myself. to find out more about how you can get involved and and be part of it as well. There are wonderful benefits to it because you get to go to specific events which are open just to Google Developer Group members and organizers, and there is also the potential to start, I suppose, growing your technical skills by becoming a Google Developer expert as well. So there's plenty of training and things like that which they provide to you. So it's a great and wonderful program to be part of. So without further ado, I'll pass you over to Fiazi Baksh. Here you go, Fiazi. I'll let you, or I can help you put that on. Perfect.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me, I'm recovering from a cough, so, we all get sick, right? It's part of being human. So this afternoon or tonight, we'll cover Google Cloud AI applications. And I know it's the evening, so we're probably all tired. So I'll try to keep it short, engaging, and hopefully you have some energy to participate, right? So who exactly am I? Not just a random person that work at Race Group. So I have a background in computer science, have a background in STEM and robotics, as well as additive manufacturing. So if any of those fields interest you, then I'm always happy to have a conversation, right? Or if there's anything at all, by all means, happy to learn something new. And I'm also a digital solutions architect at Race Group, which basically means I build digital solutions using AI technologies, Google Cloud technologies to help make our business process effortless. All right, that's enough about me, because I'm sure you're all here to learn about AI, Google Cloud AI, that is. But before we get into that, I just have a nice, quick little poll, and I call it an interest check, just so that, we can know exactly who we're surrounded by this afternoon. So if you can just scan the QR code that's on your bottom left, or if you go to menti.com and you type in that code, you should see a nice little quiz pop up. I call it the quiz, but it doesn't know who you are, so it's not a quiz. It's just a poll. So just let me know when you all have access to that. Yes. Yeah, for now. I just have to start it. Okay, everyone have access? Anyone that doesn't have access? Is the internet not cooperating? Don't worry, the internet doesn't like me sometimes either. It isn't? Did you get through? Or maybe you can do it with Sam. Yeah. All right, okay. Don't worry, we'll see everybody responses real time. Don't worry, again, I don't know who you are. It's anonymous, so that's good. Feel free to type whatever response you want, but be honest, don't, put some random things. Well, first of all, how are you guys doing? If you can just type a word, phrase, multiple words, multiple phrases, by all means. Okay, somebody's curious. I thought the first answer would have been tired, but that's good to know we're not tired. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's one tired person here, excluding myself. Just kidding. Okay, don't worry, we'll have some light refreshments, food after the event. for everyone that's hungry, because, we're always hungry. All right, I think that's enough time for everyone. So we're all good, so that's good. So next thing, do you use AI? Can be anything from ChatGPT, you're building LLM models, anything. Okay, there's 7 responses. Are we 7 of us in this room? Okay, I think that should be fine. Right, so almost all of us use AI. Hopefully the one person that doesn't, maybe will use some AI during this session, and then your answer will change. Hopefully. All right, which AI technology you use? So again, it can be anything from GPT, Gemini, or if you're gonna pull out one of those fancy, cool AI technologies like Vertex AI or okay, so I see we all use GPT. Of course, as expected. Right, so the main ones are GPT, Gemini, AI Assistant. Don't worry, there are some free tools and that we'll go through in the demo section. And hopefully they'll be of some use to you, whether in your work life or your personal life. And yeah. Okay, next thing. Now, why do you use AI or how does it help you? Again, phrases, no need for a complete sentence, you'll understand. If it doesn't help you, you can say it's a pain. If it helps you, you can say how. I think my response to this would be it makes my life easier, which I'm sure it does for all of us. Okay, good. We have a lot of responses. It's pretty cool that we can see everyone's responses. Hopefully you guys are going to use this tool after this, because why not? Right, so we use it for coding, of course, understanding, makes work easier, planning, speeds up work, entertainment, cool, right. Don't worry, we're almost done with the quiz. You only have a few more questions. So what do you know about Google AI? Do you know anything at all relating to what Google does with AI? Anything at all? Do you know any tools that Google have worked on related to AI? Do you know? Okay, at least you know it exists. Okay, so we don't know much, and that's perfectly fine because we'll all learn today, right? And that's the beauty of technology. There's always something to learn. Okay, chatbots. Maybe we should have built a chatbot in today's session. Next time. All right. And I think this is the last question. I believe it's the last question. So what do you wish to learn or get out of this event? It's just a nicer way of saying, why did you come to this event at the end of a day where, everybody's tired, but we need to learn more, so. Okay, good. So we're all in agreement that we want to learn what's available for us to use and then how we can make use of them. So that's good, and that's exactly what we'll do in this event, and I hope it's going to be beneficial. All right, moment of truth. Is this the last question? Yeah, that's the last question. Do you have any questions before we go ahead? No? Okay. Also, good job. Thank you for participating. Right. Okay, back to the presentation, which we're all here for. Okay, so today's agenda is introductions, which we already did. We already did the quick poll. Then we'll get into GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform, as well as Google AI. Then we'll go straight into Google's Cloud AI ecosystem. We'll cover different use cases, products, services, and benefits, as well as tools and demos to complement that. And then finally, we'll have a fun little brainstorming session to see if you can make use of any of these applications in your work or your personal life. All right, so that's what we'll cover. Okay, so the technologies. The reason why I included this slide is because last week I had an event based on AppSheet as well as AppScript. So for those of you that weren't here, just going to give you a really quick overview. So AppSheet, it says, is a no-code platform, and it's developed by Google, and it helps you to build, as it says, apps, whether it's mobile apps or web apps, and it's a fairly straightforward interface that doesn't require much coding. So it's a simple, it's a simple user interface that allows you to create either mobile or web applications. It does involve a bit of SQL formulas, similar to those in like Google Sheets or Excel, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So if you want to learn more about AppSheet and, I don't know, you want to build an app in like 5 minutes, which I did in a previous workshop, then by all means, we can have a chat about that. The next technology is AppScript. Again, Google AppScript. It's a bit low code and code. The reason why I say no code is because for developers, they would look at it as no code, but it does involve you typing code in this term script, and then you're able to execute it to perform different functions. And because it's on the Google platform, you're able to link it with different Google services as well. So it's interconnected and it makes your life easier. One moment while you digest those two information. And then today we'll cover GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform, and that is code. So we'll just get straight into that. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me unclip this thing.
Got it. So I can't tell you anything about code. No, I can tell you a little bit. I can tell you a little bit about AppSheet, basically, because it's something that we use quite regularly in the business at Reyes Group. We've managed to interconnect it with a lot of the business functions that we have. So one of the things that we have done quite well with it is to be able to build out our management system, which is something that's, from a compliance perspective, is what the majority of businesses that are sizable need. So whether you need it for something like quality management, or whether you need it for information security management, health and safety management, and so on, you can build out effectively the functionality that is required for you as a business to meet compliance to that particular standard. And it's something that we have started to build with the help of Fiazi, basically, who's extremely good at it. And she has, along with an auditor as well, who was able to give us a breakdown of effectively what the business functions were, and then afterwards to be able to configure different apps, which were all interconnected to combine together and make a fully fledged running management system for us. So I thought I'd just let you guys know that, and then I'll pass you back to Fiazi, who looks like she's back on it now.
Thank you. And by the sounds of that, Rob was just giving you an overview of the wonderful system that I built that we really like to talk about. Don't worry, if you want to see it, by all means, I'll be more than happy to show you after the presentation. But I know we're all here for Google Cloud AI, so let's do that first. All right, so we were talking about Google Cloud Platform and saying that it is code. And now we'll touch on Google Cloud Platform as well as Google AI. Okay. First of all, does anyone know about Google Cloud Platform as well as Google AI? Yes? No? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask a follow-up question if you say yes. You can just nod your head, say yes, no. If you say yes, I'm not going to ask you what is it, or don't worry, I'm not going to. Yes? No? Okay. Sam, do you want to tell me yes? Just kidding.
So Google AI is actually in Google Cloud.
Yes.
Both sort of connected together.
Yeah, so you can say like Google Cloud Platform is just that comprehensive toolbox that has everything. And then Google AI is just that part that focuses on AI and machine learning applications. So if you just want to sum it up like that, without any technical terms. And now for the technical terms, because we have to understand them, Google Cloud is just as it says, a set of cloud computing services that includes computing, data storage, data analytics, as well as machine learning. And the machine learning and AI falls under Google AI because that's focused on AI and machine learning research, and it's designed for building, deploying, and managing those types of applications specifically. And now we'll touch on the wonderful Google AI ecosystem, where we'll get into all of the varieties of tools and services that are focused on AI and machine learning products. And hopefully you guys are going to use them. Maybe not today, maybe sometime in the future. All right, so I know it's a lot of information on the screen. Don't have to read all at once. Forgot to put the transitions in, but that's fine. We make mistakes. So the first use case is machine learning and machine learning operations. So we're going to talk about the use case, the products, services, as well as why does it benefit me, or what's the purpose of it. And the first thing is Vertex AI. Anybody ever heard about Vertex AI? Okay, so we know it exists. We don't know what it is or why we should use it. So I'm not going to go read everything that's on the slide, but Vertex AI is a platform that allows you to train and deploy machine learning models. So that's like the overarching platform that allows you to do that. And there are different tools under Vertex AI that allows you to do specific things. And one such example is Vertex AI Notebook, right? And we'll touch on some others like Vertex AI Studio, as well as Vertex AI Agent Builder. Now, they're all responsible for different things, but the main thing is that they help you to train and deploy machine learning models. How they do it is different, as well as why they do it, right? Or what sort of input they accept. Since you're all reading the slide, I guess it's a 2 seconds break. I forgot this thing is live. Maybe I shouldn't make as much sarcastic comments. Yep, so as I said, Vertex AI is that main platform that allows you to train and deploy machine learning and AI models. And then there are subsets or subset tools under that. And they both support either custom or their pre-trained model as well. So in simpler terms, it means you can either have the fun of training a model yourself, or you can have the work already done for you and just have the output. So there's something for the technical as well as the non-technical people, because you get the fun of doing it yourself, or if you just don't want to do it, you get to use it and have it, make sense for you. Okay, so not gonna waste time going through each of these. I'll just get straight into the demos where we'll see something happen. But before we do that, we need to cover generative AI, which is a loose term that we've all been hearing around, right? I'm sure everyone have heard about Gen AI before. Does anyone want to say what they know about Gen AI? No? Okay, yes.
It's AI that makes new content rather than just processes existing ones.
Yep.
So image creation, text creation.
Yeah, so it's a multi-modal approach that accepts different inputs and generates different inputs for you as well. So that's pretty cool. Makes our life easier. Now we have Vertex AI Studio. This is a product that falls under the generative AI use case, as well as this Vertex AI Studio is a subset of Vertex AI. Falls under that platform. Not because they have the same name, but because they're used for the same purpose. So your Vertex AI tool is used for rapid prototyping. It's basically a coding platform. So it's an integrated development environment, so an IDE, that allows you for rapid prototyping and testing of your Gen AI models. And then we have our Vertex AI Builder, which is just another tool to help create and deploy custom AI agents, such as chatbots, virtual assistants, which I'm sure we've all used at some point in our lives. Right. Now, the next thing is speech, text, and language APIs. So these are what we call multimodal because they accept different types of input and they produce different things. So now I'll start in the middle, which is natural language AI. So this just derives insights from unstructured text using Google machine learning algorithms. And we'll have a demo of this in 20 seconds. And then we have speech to text, which, as the name suggests, it converts audio to text using, again, machine learning models. And then we have text to speech, which converts text into natural sounding speech. All right, let's just get straight into demo. So as I said, the natural language API demo is just used to analyze and extract insights from a body of text that you provided. And Google, of course, has a free demo as well as everything. I'm saying this unfortunately, but everything has a cost attached to it, right? So if you were to train something for your business, there is going to be a cost attached to that. But you can try it out for free to know if it works for you or if it doesn't, and then you can go spend your money.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Are there any limitations on the free configuration? Like how much, I don't know, you can use it or how much data you can use?
So if you're new to the Google Cloud Console and you sign up with like a free account, you're entitled to like $300 in credit, and that can do a lot. Yeah, it can do a lot, but you need to just be mindful of it before you exhaust it on just one tool, and then you go to integrate another tool and you're like, yep, you're out of credits. So it's always good to look at the pricing and just ensure you monitor that. But yeah, it's always good to create free accounts as well. So yeah, you can try it out for free. So so this is a demo that Google has on their, introduction page. So it has a body of text, and we're just gonna try to analyze and extract specific things from this body here. So we're just gonna use their body of text that they provide. And of course, you can do this in different languages as well. So that's pretty cool. So if you just, it's pretty quickly because it's a body of text that they already know. But of course, if you were to give it like a lengthy paragraph or an entire document, it would take a few more seconds. So you're able to, let me just agree to that. So you're able to see that they've analyzed the text, and they broken down your insight into basically 4 different categories. And the first one is entities. So they're basically categorizing the different, what do you want to call it? I don't want to say categories, but the different entities. So like whether it's people, whether it's organizations, whether it's locations, price, those sort of things. So it's classifying your text based on whatever entities is within it, right? So that's one thing. And it's able to tell you what you're more focused on, whether you're talking more about price of something, talking about locations, anything like that. So yeah, you can see, this paragraph cover things like price, it has numbers, location, organization, all of those stuff. Then the next thing is sentiment. So this just helps to determine that overall tone of your paragraph. So whether it's a positive, a negative, or just a neutral tone in general. And it provides a sentiment score. So of course, negative, on a negative side would be it's a bad tone, it's a negative tone, and then your positive, which would be in the green zone here, that would be it's a positive tone. So that's good stuff. And then of course, the yellow just means that's in the mid-range, right? Of course, this would be better if you were analyzing a conversation between somebody. Then you'll be able to see, all right, how did my interaction go? Let's say you want to analyze an interaction between a client, and you're not exactly sure how that interaction went. You have like pages of the conversation, just pass it through this sentiment analysis, and it's able to tell you how much of it was positive, how much was negative, or how much was neutral. In that case, it wasn't able to pick up. And then how you can improve on that. So that's good. And then it covers it into moderation as well. So it analyzes your text based on moderation. So different categories of how it would pick up the tone of what you're saying and how it would classify that. So yeah, it had like toxic, insult, all of these things, which I'm sure still a work in progress because these things would be hard to pick up just from text. But it's pretty good that they've given you a confidence score to say this much has been identified within your text. And then finally, categories, meaning what topics is my paragraph or my text falling under? What does it relate to? What is the content that I'm putting into this? So it's saying covers internet, news, technology, all of those stuff. So yeah, if you want to summarize something, know what exactly is being discussed, then this helps. And it categorizes it as well. So if you're looking for one thing, whether sentiment or entities, then you're able to see that. Of course, this is free version. There is a lot more possibilities in the actual version that takes your credits. But if this is something that you think it's going to be beneficial to you, then it's worth a try. All right. Do you want us to maybe try another body of text, or are we good? We good?
Go on, let's try
I feel like I should get a client conversation here. Can I snag one off of Google? Let's see. Do we have any sample? I don't think we should use. Let me see if I can. I mean, we can derive our own sentence and we can see how accurate it is. Let's just see. Maybe I should use GPT to generate a client conversation. Why not? Okay, one moment. Sorry, as a tech person, you don't let everything on your screen be seen because of security reasons, right? So let's just have a GPT generate me. I like how we all said GPT and not Gemini. Like if we're not hosting a Google event right now. That is fine. They're all AI. So what's my prompt? I'm asking GPT to generate a client conversation. Let's say a 2-minute client conversation. Do we want to put any sort of characteristics? No? Okay.
Windows. Selling Windows.
Okay. Well, I just told GPT just generate a 2-minute client conversation. And it's already writing like an entire 2 pages worth of thing. This is more than 2 minutes, GPT. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's just a random conversation. Okay. Well, that didn't take too long. So if we were to look through the categories, we see entities. Majority of it is person because it is a client conversation. And we have like organization. Other, because these are just random words and they don't know how to classify it. Now we have work of art, which is apparently how they classify ads. So that's good to know. As well as images and post. Right, so entities. Then we have sentiment. So let's see, majority of it seems to be either positive or neutral. Remember, the green means positive because it's a higher amount. The yellow means a bit neutral, as well as the red that's in the negative, that's not good. Okay. So fairly a positive conversation. Let's see one of the negative line. Okay, so this one is saying, well, our online presence isn't as strong as it could be. Does that really sound negative? Does? Okay. Well, at least we know it's accurate or close to accurate. And then, of course, there's moderation, giving you a confidence score on the different categories of how they would classify it. And then finally, what topic it falls under. So it falls under like marketing, business, so forth. All right, so we know it works. At least we know the free version works, so that means the paid version works even better, right? Okay, now back to the presentation. Okay, so the next use case is image and video API. So have we ever heard about computer vision technology? Okay, so it's just another field of AI that allows computers to understand, analyze, and extract information from either image, videos, or any sort of visual data. So, which is mainly just images and videos. And then Google has two things. They have the Vision AI and they have a Video AI. Now, as the name sounds, Vision AI, that deals with the images. So static images, that's what Vision AI deals with. And then Video AI, on the other hand, as the name suggests, it deals with video because it's able to track those moving elements within a video. So it's better at analyzing those sort of contexts. Right, so let's do the Vision AI demo, because why not? Right, again, using the free version because we need to know that it works before, we spend money on something. So let's see how computer vision works, if it's going to be able to analyze our images, what exactly it's going to be able to detect, and if it does that accurately. So I'm meant to just upload an image. We'll try one with the scenery just to see if it works. Let's see how accurate it is. Okay, well, that's pretty much all that is in the image, which is just buildings. And they give you a percentage of how much buildings is in the picture. I mean, it did miss a few things. There's like bridges and the sky and so forth. But hey, most of the picture is buildings, right? Right, and then we have labels, and this is where it's able to identify all of the tiny details within your images. So it's able to detect things from the water to the infrastructure to residential areas, apparently. Not sure how it did that. To even the blurry boats in the background. So it's able to pick up all of those tiny layers or those tiny pixels that form smaller images within this giant image here. So we're able to see everything that it's able to pick up and what percentage of it was. If you want to say visible, let's say that. So yeah, so we know it works with a scenery image. The text isn't going to work for this because it's just a picture of a building and scenery. So I think we need an image with some faces. So let me just, I don't have enough images. No worry, this was just us attending an event last week on AI because that's the hype. Right, so let's see, what does it detect? All right, so we're able to identify some faces now, and it's able to tell you that sentiment or the facial expressions on all of the faces, which is a bit good, but let's see how accurate it is. Right, and it labels the faces as well. If only it did that with the buildings, that would have been cool. I think you can see that. It should be fine. So yeah, so it's not only able to pick up buildings, random objects, but it's able to detect faces as well. So anything that's within a static image, it's able to pick up and identify what it is. In this case, with the faces, remember, we as humans are able to show emotions. So in this case, it's able to tell whether you're happy, you're sad, you're angry, those sort of things. Might not be completely accurate, but it's able to tell by the expression that you make, right? Maybe we can tell if it's accurate, but you can try it when you test the Vision AI out. All right. So we're able to see that it labels each of the faces, so you're able to track which face it's analyzing and extracting that information from. And if you go to object, yeah, it's able to identify every object that's within this picture. So from buildings to persons to items of clothing to water, everything. And of course, it categorizes based on what it is. So again, you have your labels. We know how that works. Now let's check the text. Let's see. We have some text in this image. Okay. All right, so it was able to pick up the text. So it has the text at the top, the location. It was able to pick up the text in the middle, as well as the text on the banner, which is pretty cool because that banner was a bit faded and a bit blurred, but it was still able to pick it up. Let's see. Maybe not as accurate, but it picked it up a little bit. So yeah, so it's useful for extracting text as well. And then you can just of course, this is not the tool I would suggest for you to upload a picture that has information and extract the text, because we'll come to a tool that does that. But this is mainly for analyzing static images. On screen? Oh, okay. Wouldn't want that. Yes, as I was saying. Yeah, so Vision AI just helps you to analyze static images, identify what sort of objects are on the image, as well as label them and categorize them. And unfortunately, Google does not have a free demo for video AI. Mind you, I said free demo. So it'll work the same. You'll upload a video and it'll be able to analyze each frame of that video and capture every moving element, be able to tell you what it is, what it's doing, label it, categorize it, all of that. And it will work with text as well. Yeah.
Was that this one or was that a different one you said?
Yeah, that's video AI.
It's just called this video.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use something completely possible.
Oh yeah, there's that as well. Oh, and the cool thing is that it extracts the colors as well, if you need that. Oh, and it does a safe search. It tells you how good your image is in terms of, All right, so that's video and vision AI. Now, what's next? So this is what I was saying. Don't upload an image with text and have Vision AI extract that for you. Might be a bit dodgy, and Google has something to help with that. And they have Document AI, where you can upload documents with text, whether it's structured or unstructured, and it's able to analyze that document and extract specific things. So you can train it to extract whatever you want it to extract, or you can use the pre-trained model and it'll just extract the main things that it thinks it needs to extract, right? And of course, we'll look at the demo. So Google already has a few document samples for us to try. Maybe the contract will have more. Let's try the contract. So before we go through this, how exactly document AI works is, first of all, you need to upload whatever document you want to be analyzed, whether it's structured or unstructured data. So you upload that, the AI model ingests whatever data you put into it, and then it needs to process the document to ensure that it's readable for the AI to understand, and then prepare to analyze it. Now, there's this thing called optical character recognition, or OCR technology, and that helps it to scan through the documents and analyze whatever is within the document. Right, and then after that, of course, it extracts data. It extracts structured data this time, and it categorizes them within like entities, key attributes, kind of like how we just did the Vision AI, and it did it by labels, categories, and those sort of things. So yeah, let's see the contract that we extracted and what it does. So this is a contract. I know you guys are seeing it pretty huge on the screen, but I'm looking at my system. There we go. Okay. So this is a contract that Google provided as their sample document. So of course, as a legal contract, it would be structured in a way or in the same format. So it basically pulls out whatever important data it thinks it needs to pull, and it gives it fields, basically. So we can see it has like agreement date, and all of these things are maybe empty because it wasn't able to pick it up or it wasn't included in the contract. So yeah, it's able to pick out the important information. And this is just a one-page document apparently, but sorry, 2 pages. Okay, 1 page, but you're able to upload multiple pages. So that's a good part. And then you're able to categorize what type of document you're uploading. So of course, as I said, different documents would have a similar structure, a similar format. And based on whatever document type you choose, Google would understand, all right, it's a contract. I need to be looking for XYZ. Or if it's something else, it'll know what to look for. For example, if it's an invoice, it'll be able to look for an organization, a person, cost, and those sort of things. So it helps the AI model to basically give you more accurate data. Rather than if you upload an unstructured PDF or an unstructured document, then you would have to specify you're looking for XYZ, and it needs to pick out those specific things. But it is possible, don't get me wrong. Right, yep, and there's all these different things, of course, no tables or anything like that. But if you were to upload a lengthier document, then you're able to do that. And if you're a technical person and you want to see how they did it, you can see the code that they use as well. Why is this thing not working? But yeah, you have the option to upload your own document so you can see that it works. Let's just try the invoice. So it just takes a while to identify the fields. And again, it's specified as document type invoice, so it knows what it should be looking for, or it has an idea of what it should be looking for. Yeah, so it has like the amount due, currency, due date, supplier, organization, all of those basic things that an invoice would have. So yeah, there's all of these options as well. The custom schema is where if you upload your document and you're looking for specific things, then you're able to specify what those things are, and it'll be able to analyze the document and extract that data for you. So yeah, that should be really cool. Now, if you have a 50-page document that you don't need to go through, then you can run it through that free tool, and hopefully it makes your life easier. Hopefully. All right, the last use case that we're going to cover is conversational AI or AI assistants. And the main product that I just wanted to introduce is this cool thing called Dialogflow, which is a conversational AI platform for building, it says, natural conversational agents. In simpler terms, it can help you to build a chatbot that you're able to train on your own data. So you're able to train it with your own data using AI or some sort of ML algorithm, as well as any sort of virtual assistants. So Dialogflow helps you to create like a chatbot or a virtual assistant that you can use for your own needs. And at Reyes Group, we did build a chatbot using Dialogflow, but I guess it's time for us to incorporate the AI aspect into that. So yeah. And yeah, that's all for the Google AI use cases, the products, services, and the benefits. And before I end and go into a small activity, I just came across these really two fun Google ML experiments that was like, I feel like we should know about it if you didn't already. I feel like it's those things like where at the end of the day, you just want something to like a 2 minutes random silly stuff that you just need. Try not to make you hungry, but so this is something called, so it's from Google's Art and Culture, which is just experiments that they create from machine learning algorithms. And they have these really cool ones. One of them is called Food Mood, which allows you to combine 2 cuisines into one recipe with Google AI. So it just uses an AI algorithm to come up with a random recipe based on what you ask it to do. I mean, you could do it in GPT or Gemini, but there's a whole platform for it, so why not? So what do we want? Do we want dessert, a main course, a starter? What do we want? Okay, soup it is. Why is it not click? Okay, there we go. I'll just leave it at 4 people. Okay, 7, all right. Imagine we get the same 7 kinds of soup. Okay, countries. Are we from any different countries?
Romania.
Okay, and any other country?
Barbados.
Are you from Barbados?
My mum was born there.
Okay. Where is it? There we go. All right, let's see what kind of soup we come up with. Well, that was quick. Soup of the 7 seas. So I'm not sure which of the 2 countries have something related to 7 seas, but one of them does, because it tends to pull the name off of the country. So we're having a delightful and blend of Romanian and Barbadian flavors. So this soup is a journey for the taste buds. All right. Seems like a regular soup. I mean, you can't mess up soup, right? I mean, it does look good, doesn't it? Yeah, you have your ingredients here. So I mean, if, you want to try something new from different cuisines, then you can always stir up a random recipe. Hopefully you find the ingredients and you can have a nice recipe. You can have a challenge as well. See if it actually takes you 90 minutes. Pretty sure it does. But remember it's for 7 people.
It's a loss.
Yeah. Yeah, so, okay. Can exit. So I'm from a different country. I want to try my country, and then let's see what we get. Okay, what are we picking? Okay. Let's do 7 people, because we all want dessert. So I'm from a country called Guyana. That's in South America. Does anyone want to pick the second country?
It's Scotland on there.
Okay, let's see. It should be, because I mean, if Guyana is on there, then all of the country should be. Where is it? Oh my God, it's not there. Disappointing.
Sweden.
Okay. I see we're picking random countries now. I like how no one said the UK, even though we're all presently here. It's like we've had enough of their food. Okay, we're having a Savannah's Rhapsody. Right. A delightful mixed dessert with cinnamon rolls and some kind of jam. Okay, I'll tell you this. As a Guyanese, I know nothing about this. Right? Nothing.
It's very Swedish.
Yep. I guess it's a bit biased. But anyways, at least it gives you a good dessert. I mean, it does look good, right? Don't get me wrong. It does look good. Well, I see we're all going to have a play with this one because who doesn't like food, right? Does anyone want to give another one a try, by the way? Or we had enough?
I think we've had enough.
We had enough.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to see any more food. Unless we're getting the food, right? Yeah. All right. Don't worry, I'm not going to do this one because it might be a bit loud and annoying. Or should we? I don't know. Might be a little loud, but you can create your own, as it says, a machine learning powered opera song by just guiding these 4 blobs on a journey. Is it gonna echo in here? I feel like it is. It is. I'm afraid to do it. Okay, no, it's not gonna say anything. Okay, well, you have something fun to go play around with. Anyways, you can, as it says, just drag the blobs in different directions and they sing. If you're really into music, then you'll get a pretty good tune. But if you're not into music and you don't understand the chords, it's gonna take a while. Trust me, I've been there. But yeah, it's just something fun and silly that I thought everyone might like. Yeah. And the final thing is that I know I spoke a lot on these different tools that we may or may not use in our lives, but do you think you can apply any of these tools to any issue that you're facing in your personal life or in your work life, and if it's going to benefit you at all? So yeah, just think about that in like 10 minutes. You can chat to the person next to you. The time to brainstorm, and we listen to Pooh Bear and we think. Don't worry, I'm not a child. I look like a child, but try to.
During slide, I just say use
And you don't want to see something's good. Yeah. So that was really
It doesn't have the need for it, but I mean, this will at least we know what that is, that's the main thing.
Okay, no, one is very positive.
One of those plastic, one is just for some reason, like, I think it probably should be those two flips.
Yeah.
It's more help those with their other things. Anxiety,
Minus one is very negative.
Application to
Okay.
sorry, I didn't ask about their applications.
It's all about 1.2
I mean, there might be, there's always going to be the equivalent one,
Okay, that makes sense.
I imagine there. So could have done scale.
Here you go, why not use the strength of the sound?
And the cool thing about the rules is that not trying to convert you to computer. Because these things are yeah, well, with the exception of the but all the other tools.
Is this still 90%?
Yeah, I should say that.
Almost,
It's completely professional.
yeah,
Exactly.
so I imagine there's a lot of stuff you don't really
Sorry.
It wasn't saying it was
which you don't normally have.
it's
What I needed, you were right to like two at a time, was there a big enough to the